ready. It's supposed to be distorted, that's why. There we go.
Okay, go. Oh, is it going?
Was this oak tree, a great oak tree of friendship, and it consisted of a group called the Brohemes and a group called the Females. Now the Brohemes and the Females only met each other last summer. It's a lot of interesting things that happened. Interesting things that happened!
So all of the Brohemes except one named Trevor were in the same ward. That meant that over the summer, their scout campouts would conflict with each other. So Trevor didn't see the rest of the Brohemes for essentially the entire summer. And unbeknownst to him, whilst he was away in Moab, the Brohemes got to know the Females. Up until this point of time, none of the Brohemes had had much interest in women, except for Ben had a brief stint with this girl named Nikel, but 5 months stint with this girl named Nikel, but that's in the prequel that's coming out in 2014. So Trevor was pretty upset when he found out that the Brohemes were hanging out with females, but he realized that he was going to have to get to know them sooner or later. So there's one time they're all hanging out at Ethan's house, and Trevor was evaluating the females, seeing which of them he could start getting to know first. And he noticed this one girl named Hannah who was more chill than the rest of them, so he thought to himself, alright, I'll start there.
The Brohemes!
Were they before or after school started? Before school started, okay. Oh, that's right, okay. So Trevor initially wasn't the only one who wasn't too fond of the females, because Josh wasn't very fond of them either. He claimed that his problem was that he couldn't say words like damn around them.
Damn!
Damn! Damn! Gotta swear.
Gotta swear with the
With the Brohemes. So there's this group of girls that Ben met individually. I'm not sure how, probably through one of his drug friends. I'm not entirely sure. They're called the Scandalavians because they're scandalous and they're foreign, so Scandalavians. And so Josh starts hanging out with them because he can swear around them. And he can do lots more around them as well. Very promiscuous things around them.
Like sex!
Like sex! Like sex! So yeah, that's what Josh is up to. And so like the next big thing, like he will not stop talking about them. Every single weekend it's all Ben, 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 when we gonna hang out with the Scandalavians? Every weekend. Meanwhile, the rest of the Broheems are hanging out with the rest of the females. And by now, Trevor's mostly gotten to be okay with the females. It's not bad. It's not bad. So this one weekend, the females want to go to a steak dance, which is something the Broheems weren't too keen of up until now. But Ethan was okay to go because... Oh, I skipped that game, didn't I? That happened before the steak dance, didn't it? Okay. So, one of the females' names was Chelsea, and another one's name was Ashley. And Chelsea! With the bro! With the bro heaps! And they were both really into Ethan. I'm not sure why, because he was kind of a dick back then. He's a dick! He's a dick! I feel bad saying that because he drives us around all the time, but whatever.
Yeah, it's true.
It's
Feel
true.
no remorse!
Feel no remorse!
It doesn't matter!
Anymore. So, they were both into Ethan. And I'm not entirely sure what I'm between the two of them. Probably something dramatic and hurtful.
Like a threesome!
Not like a threesome.
Like a threesome!
Yeah, why not? Okay, that happened. That totally happened. So this one night, the Broheems and the females were all hanging out, and like Ben was high, and Josh was like, "What's wrong with you, Ben?" And Ben was like, he'd been trying to keep it a secret, but in that moment, like because the Scandalavians were there too, and so he was trying to impress the Scandalavians. He's like, "Dude, I'm high," and then Josh is like, "Well, bro, I want some." And so Ben like gets his stash and he's like passing it around and like everyone's getting high.
Cause that happened?
That happened. I'm explaining the threesome, dude.
Oh.
I'm explaining what brought that to pass.
What brought the threesome? Brought to happened?
That happened. I'm explaining the threesome, dude.
Oh.
I'm explaining what brought that to pass.
What brought the threesome? Brought to
I think now's a good time for an interlude. So Gleason, tell us what you were up to all this time.
I need someone to carry this guitar melody. So there's this kid named Gleason, and he was in a band for about 2 years at this point with the kid named Trevor, who's broke his G-string right in front of me. Yeah, he broke his G-string!
Broke his G-string!
Right in front of me! So there's a kid named Gleason. He's been in a band with Ben and Trevor, who we've previously talked about in the story. And there's a kid named Ross, who he hasn't really been around for the past 6 months, so we're not really going to talk about him much in this story. Ross is gone! Ross is gone! Oh, Ross is gone! He's not a Broheem! So Gleason was... His name's Trevor as well, so there's two Trevors, so they call him Gleason because apparently Trevor owns the rights to the name Trevor. Trevor's the real Trevor. Because when we were 7 years old, Trevor and Trevor both had a birthday party. Sawyer's birthday party, who you don't know about yet.
But you will.
And you will know about him. And Trevor came up to me and said, "Hey, I'm the real Trevor. You're not Trevor."
Dick move.
And Gleason, dick move! My name is Trevor too. Don't try and take that away from me.
Oh my goodness, you guys.
So Gleason, in 9th grade, he realized that people are very predictable, and he just left society. And he formulated strong opinions about everything and is very quick to make judgments. So he's very confrontational and comes off as very hostile to a lot of people. During this time is when he joined the band. Yeah, he joined the band. Trevor's gotta pay. I'll put the recording on hold.
No, keep going!
Okay. I'll let it keep going. While Trevor beats. While Trevor beats. I'll just get Gleason's part history out of the way while he's gone. So Gleason, he left society and he didn't have very many friends. He just hated everyone and left all of his, he just didn't care about a lot of people anymore. He stopped having feelings. He just completely. Ben wants to say something. He couldn't achieve solidity anymore. Thank you, Ben. So this whole time, well, the Broheems, the Scandinavians, were all getting together. Gleason was just at his house, and every weekend he'd play Counter-Strike for an extra 4 hours till like 3 in the morning, and that's all he was doing. Here's Gleason, who's fully capable of changing someone's life and having opinions and reflecting on them, and he was just at his house playing Counter-Strike all the time. He was just playing Counter-Strike! It was his life at the time! Was Counter-Strike!
When I went upstairs and I went into your bathroom, your dad looks at me and he says, "If you guys play that about 400 more times, I think you're gonna get it."
My dad thinks we're gonna get the song.
I was like laughing as I was peeing. I was like trying really hard not to like make a mess.
That's hilarious.
How far did you get?
I finished my history.
You finished your history?
Yeah.
Did you get up to meeting us, or did you just
No,
introduce?
I haven't got to that yet.
So there was the threesome that didn't actually happen, and as a result,
It totally happened!
totally happened.
The Broheems! We're the
Broheems, yeah, whatever. So, threesome happened. And as a result of that, Ethan and Chelsea got together, because I guess Chelsea was better than Ashley. That was hurtful for Ashley to find out. But she just played it off like, oh, I was high that night. Like, I didn't actually care about you. I was just like, when in reality she did. But they didn't talk about that. And so that's how they convinced Ethan to go to that steak dance we were talking about 5 minutes ago. Is because now Ethan was going to do whatever that Chelsea was doing because they were...
Ethan's gonna do what Chelsea wants! With the
Broheems. So that's how they convinced Ethan to go to the steak dance. Ben went to the steak dance just because he's okay with that kind of stuff. It's not a big deal for him. Josh didn't go. He was probably playing Skyrim. Or maybe texting the Scandinavians. Definitely playing Skyrim, though.
Definitely playing Skyrim!
Glenn went just because he's the ultimate wingman. Like, he'll do anything.
What's gonna get you late?
I don't remember how they got Trevor to go. It must have just been destiny or something. Because when he got there, he spent his whole time eating the little donut holes over in the little "Hey, I don't want to dance" section. Open the time,
Beating all the
donut holes. Until this girl that he knew back in junior high walks up to him. And suffice to say, in junior high, they had a relationship that was a joke, but it was also kind of like, oh, haha, this is funny, but like maybe it's not. That about sums it up. It's pretty vague and unclear.
It's pretty vague and very unclear.
So she walks up to him eating donut holes, and she's all, hey, you gonna dance with me? And Trevor still thinks it's all jokes. He's like, yeah, totally, Doesn't think she actually wants him to dance with her. But she does. So the last slow song of the night, she's like, why haven't you danced with me yet? And he's all, oh, holy crap, that's an actual thing. And so they walk out onto the dance floor, like trying to find a room where they can dance, and the song ends. And so it becomes this thing where Trevor owes Kylie a dance. And so that is the... So she walks up to him eating donut holes, and she's all, hey, you gonna dance with me? And Trevor still thinks it's all jokes. He's like, yeah, totally, Doesn't think she actually wants him to dance with her. But she does. So the last slow song of the night, she's like, why haven't you danced with me yet? And he's all, oh, holy crap, that's an actual thing. And so they walk out onto the dance floor, like trying to find a room where they can dance, and the song ends. And so it becomes this thing where Trevor owes Kylie a dance. And so that is the only reason
Trevor owes Kylie a dance.
And so that's the only reason Trevor has her number.
And he wants to laugh.
What did he say? Did you talk about Lex yet?
Threesome.
No.
Continue.
I was gonna say that's how you get mad.
The what? Doesn't matter. So, school year starts. Ethan's giving everyone rides to school. It's really crowded. Chelsea gets to sit up.
Not that crowded.
It
wasn't that crowded. It really wasn't
relatively crowded. There were 4 people in the back, and it could only fit 3. Because it was Ashley, Melissa, Hannah, and Ashley, Melissa, Trevor, and Ben. Whoa. Yeah, it was those ones. Hannah goes to PG. And so for a while they just dealt with the problem, but then Ethan solved it by kicking Ben out and making him walk in the cold, which was a dick move.
It was a dick move.
Dick move! That was
With
so
the
forced. Okay. I feel like Ben needs to summarize. Summarize, Ben. Bring us up to speed.
Keep playing. So during this time, the Scandinavians and Ben hung out. Ben got a hookup or two. Trevor was kind of mad about that. And Hosh didn't say it, but he really wanted one too. And so there was this time where they all went to P.F. Chang's as a group. Not the Broheems or females, but like Ben and Josh and Glenn and the females. I mean, the Scandinavians. And Hosh got a hookup that he bragged about forever. Hosh got a hookup and he bragged about it! Yeah! Yeah! With the Broheems. When Trevor first actually met Kylie, she like cheated on him with like a cardboard cutout.
In 9th grade.
Oh yeah, that was in the 9th grade. But by this time, Trevor was very comfortable with Kylie, and he believed that he was in love with her.
I did?
Well, he said that once or twice, like, I think I love her.
Before the start of the
but he
school
wasn't.
year?
No, this was during the school year.
Oh, okay, like December. Sooner than December?
Your turn.
So apparently, I decided that I loved her relatively quickly. Halloween story. That's a good one. So, Trevor does this thing every year where he beats Luigi's Mansion in one night on Halloween. And he always looks forward to it a lot. But this particular Halloween, this guy, Trevor Garrity, was it his party? This other Trevor.
It was Mason's party.
It was Mason's party. My bad. A student named Mason was having
An irrelevant person named Mason.
He was at a party that Kylie was going to be at. And so Trevor was like, oh, I want to go to this party, but I have to beat Luigi's Mansion. It has to happen. He managed to do both. So be impressed.
We are very proud.
It took him like 3 hours to beat that game. And he ate an entire bag of candy corn and an entire thing of Mountain Dew Voltage, too.
Took him all the candy corn. Wow!
And so, at the party, hung out with Kylie a lot. And I think it was the first time that they had any cute moments, really. Up until then, it was this thing where it's like they weren't sure what they were. They were just kind of awkward friends. There was this birthday party that Kylie had that Trevor went to, and that was weird on a lot of levels. But it's I think at the Halloween party, they had some cute moments, and it was big deal.
It was a huge deal.
So that's the Halloween story, right? It's basically the Halloween story. Now what story?
Temple Square.
Ah, Temple Square.
That's a good one.
Temple Square. No, I gotta tell the McDonald's story first.
I'm not even with the group yet.
You're not?
No.
You came after Temple Square? No, because you hung out with us before Orange Leaf. Remember that? You remember the Orange Leaf?
So you can't tell a Temple story if I haven't been introduced yet.
Okay, so McDonald's happened. McDonald's happened after Orange Leaf, which means that you were introduced before the McDonald's story. So, do you want to talk about you becoming part of the group?
Yeah, what? Yeah.
Talk about the night you and I played Amnesia. Talk about that night.
So one night, me being no one, this is the third person, Gleason and Trevor, the only thing they had in common, besides being in a band, that they liked playing video games. So the only time they would hang out is when there's a video game involved. Because Gleason had not been introduced to the group yet, so he was still disassociated from everything that was going on. He was very disassociated! Yeah! James Hetfield! I saw Metallica! Live! With battery! Master of Puppets! Down the strings! Pocket it! Pocket it! Pocket it! So the only time they would hang out is when there's a video game involved. Because Gleason had not been introduced to the group yet, so he was still disassociated from everything that was going on. He was very disassociated! Yeah! James Hetfield! I saw Metallica! Live! With battery! Master of Puppets! Down the strings! Pocket it! Pocket it! Pocket it! So one night, Gleason and Trevor are playing Amnesia, which is a fantastic game. Everyone listen to this song. You should go play it. It's an amazing experience. we're playing it, we being Gleason and Trevor, and Trevor gets his text saying, "The plot thickens! The plot thickens! With every text!
Every text you send me.
Go, woo! Woo! So Trevor gets a text and it says, "Hey, we're all on Hosh's Hill."
Host being Josh.
Hosh being Josh. Do you want to come? Are you gonna come? And then Trevor writes back, "Well, I'm with Gleason." And then, because Trevor had always had this assumption that Gleason had wanted nothing to do with it because of the inconsistency. And then, shortly after, because of the friggin' inconsistency! 28 minutes! Minutes!
Not seconds.
Not seconds. Minutes. So, Gleason finally, he's feeling at a very emotionally low point where he just needed something new in his life. So he looks at Trevor and he says, "You know what? I want to go. I think we should go do this." And then Trevor's, "I don't know. I'm like pretty inconsistent for you, dude. You know, still trying to say I don't want you to come, but indirectly."
That's not what I was doing.
It's not what he was doing.
Yes, it was.
Ben dropped his pick. So we end up. It wasn't that night, was it?
Because remember we got the text. And
Oh!
Truth or dare.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Sawyer was there that.
Sawyer was. Sawyer was hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then the next weekend, Trevor and Gleason are having a ball playing Amnesia, like they were the previous weekend, and they get the same text. "Hey, we're on Hosh's Hill. Come hang out with us." And I'm still in an emotionally low state, so we say, "Yep, let's go." And then by the time we get over there, we weren't.
It was at my house. Because remember we were standing on my front yard.
We met at McDonald's first.
Yeah,
we didn't.
yeah,
We
yeah.
were going. So we drove to McDonald's, and then we drove to McDonald's. And then right as I pulled up, Melissa, who's a part of the females, she was standing in between both of the cars, and I realized I made a huge mistake coming out here. Because I looked at her and it was just this girl, and I didn't want anything to do with her, and it was just this really wasn't a good thing at that point. Then I got out and I was trying to be sociable. I wasn't really, I didn't really know what's going on. And then we ended up driving back to Trevor's house, where everyone was sitting at the table except me, and I was standing on the corner, just kind of like, "Oh, poor me." And then Chelsea said, "Hey, why don't you come hang out with us?" And I was all, "No, I don't really." So they probably thought I was like, "Why don't you come and hang out with us?" Because I do bad in social situations.
He does really bad at social situations.
Due to his lack of feeling. Due to his lack of feeling. So then, Gleason starts talking to Ben about biorhythms. And then we start talking about how the guy lived in a cave, and he had no sunlight or whatever. We found out the human biological clock is 25 hours as opposed to 24 hours. And then the females all lined up on the opposite side of the wall, and they started listening to me and Ben have this conversation. And I could kind of tell through the corner of my eye that, yeah, they're listening to me, and I'm aware of that, but I'm not going to associate, I'm not going to relate at all of them. I'm going to keep just staring. We're not going to relate and associate! Yeah! So, would you like to tell what happened that night?
If you really want me.
Yes, I want to play the guitar. Because of the song.
Listen wants to play the guitar. guitar. Because he's good at it. I'm really good at the guitar. So, they end up standing outside in the cold. And there's some jacket stuff going on, not really important.
Just take my
jacket!
Just take my frickin' jacket! Yes, I know you're cold!
I know you're cold.
Get off your pedestal!
Pedestal.
Just take my
jacket.
Whoa. Take my warm jacket!
So they stand outside, and Gleason's explaining his view of society and his life story, and he's blowing people's minds, and it's pretty awesome. But Ethan's too busy being cute with Chelsea to pay any notice. And he actually said something really mean to Gleason at some point that I don't really remember, but it was like...
That I did not hear!
Gleason didn't actually hear! So at that point, Gleason was officially in with the group. So that's that night, right? Okay. Then Orange Leaf. So it was almost Trevor's birthday, so it's about the beginning of December. And Trevor really doesn't want to have a birthday party or get any presents.
He doesn't want any presents!
Like you want any presents this year! Whatever. So his parents make him have this party at Orange Leaf. Which is actually pretty cool, because it's almost Trevor's birthday, so it's about the beginning of December. And Trevor really doesn't want to have a birthday party or get any presents.
He doesn't want any presents!
Like you want any presents this year! Whatever. So his parents make him have this party at Orange Leaf. Which is actually pretty cool, because you can do this thing where you get unlimited frozen yogurt.
Unlimited frozen yogurt!
Yeah. Frozen yogurt. But Trevor's really worried about it, because he still doesn't know the females that well. And Gleason's gonna be there, and he doesn't know if Ethan's gonna be upset about that. Because Ethan's still a relatively scary person, not as scary as he used to be, because Chelsea's
not scary at all.
not to you, because you're God.
He's not
Gleason is the God! Yeah. Yeah. What is there to this story? Does this story have significance?
Kylie came back to your house and everyone was in your house.
What happened? Was Kylie at my house as well? She didn't go home early? Did something important happen? I don't think so. There was that weird thing where Chelsea wanted to hang out with us, but she felt like she shouldn't because Ethan didn't want to. Remember that? That was weird. Yeah. So, that story's done.
Times Square.
No, McDonald's.
Okay.
So, at this point, Trevor and Kylie were texting a solid amount. And it was teetering between going somewhere and not going somewhere. And this one day, Kylie texts Trevor. And it's all this really intense stuff. They talked about how they dreamed about each other.
I dreamed about each other.
Way too far.
No, that wasn't. That's not. It was the exact opposite. It's this really innocent, sweet thing, and you just totally.
Really innocent and sweet thing that involves sex.
Not actually. Nope. Not even close.
Penetrate.
Not at all. No way. Yeah. so they talk about how weird it is that they dream about each other and how they both mean a lot to each other. And then so they decide they need to have this conversation on the phone. And they end up talking on the phone for like an hour, just about whatever, which like neither of them have done with a member of the opposite sex. And then they like start talking about like what significance that has. And they're all like tiptoeing around it, but like it's obvious to both of them that the conversation is heading towards possibly them deciding that they're a couple. But they decide that they want to have that conversation like in person. So they decide to meet up at McDonald's because it's right next to their school. The next day after school.
Alright, McDonald's is right next to the school!
Yeah!
Lone Peak High School, world class high school.
Your principal's a dick.
Yeah. Principal's a dick!
He's such a
dick! Gah!
Yeah.
Gah! So they meet up there, and the night before the conversation had been really full of emotion and alive and like caring, and it was like awesome. But when they get to McDonald's, like all of that is gone entirely, and they just
Turned it into a text-based relation.
That's not true. I know why now. Did I tell you that I figured out why that happened?
Yes, it's true, you can't deny it!
Did I not tell you that I figured out why that happened?
Why that happened?
Well, we have to talk about that later. This has to be a cliffhanger, like...
We're gonna have a cliffhanger!
Cliffhanger!
Song now has a cliffhanger!
Yeah. So basically all that conversation consisted of was them saying we should be allowed to see other people. That's all that was. Yeah, that kind of... Temple Square. I want you to tell a Temple Square story. I really want you to, man. Okay, thanks.
So there was this time where we all wanted to go, where the Broheems and the females decided to go to a Temple Square together, because apparently Chelsea had this plan that like her first kiss had to be at the Temple Square, because she's a Mormon girl, and I guess some Mormon girls like that. And so,
Girls like that!
Mormon girls like the first kisses at Temple Square! Oh, Mormon girls! They have a checklist, by the way.
Oh, the checklist is the worst thing.
Has to be a return home mission. Gotta be a return home mission. Missionary! Let me get you. Yeah! Good recovery. Good recovery.
With the bro!
And Trevor really wanted to go to Temple Square and invite Kylie because, I mean, that's a cute thing that you do and hold hands. And so...
Oh, we held hands. I didn't tell the hand holding story.
Quick interlude!
So this one time Trevor and Kylie watched It's a Wonderful Life at his house, which is a really good movie. And he was sitting there watching the movie, and Kylie's hand was like awkwardly close to his.
Very awkwardly close to his!
And Trevor was all thinking about it like, oh, is that what this is? Like, am I supposed to like hold...
They're gonna get it on!
No.
Threesome!
Nope.
With the hand holding!
With the hand holding. So yeah, he ended up holding her hand, and it was weird and whatever. And he overanalyzed it, because that's what he does. He overanalyzes things. Oh, and the Christmas dance was actually before that, and that was really awesome. They played Battleship in the middle of the dance floor, and Ethan went there with Chelsea, even though they didn't think he was going to be able to, because Ethan got grounded from Chelsea for a time.
Ethan, he was grounded from Chelsea.
No, Chelsea was grounded from him.
Chelsea, she was grounded from Ethan.
Thanks for the clarification!
Grounded from Chelsea.
No, Chelsea was grounded from him.
Chelsea, she was grounded from Ethan.
Thanks for the clarification.
Oh, this was simply just a clarification.
Yeah. Okay, so that happened. Finish the Temple Square story.
So they went to Temple Square. We took they took the tracks, and it was really cool, and it felt like they were in the Death Star, but before they went in,
It felt like they were in the Death Star.
You guys didn't get it first.
Gleason made that joke. He had to explain it to us.
He always has to explain his jokes.
that was just a short musical interlude.
I really enjoyed
He
it.
really enjoyed it, so did I, so did I, so did I. Yeah.
Bro,
So they went to Temple Square, and of course Glenn got lost like 50 times.
Of course, Glenn gets lost 50 times.
Have you talked about the void? The void?
Gleason can't talk about it.
Gleason cannot talk about the void.
Real quick, there's this thing called ramen that no one likes, and it's just terrible, and that's a big deal, and like it really sucks. But
It has so little calories.
It's so little calories, but so much sodium.
Just add water.
2 cups of water to make that.
Give me the whole dad pod.
it was really fun when they went to Temple Square, because Ben and Gleason and Jacob and most of them didn't have like a girl to walk around with, so we just grooved to the Pict.
We grooved with a pict, grooved with a pict.
And Jacob was always trying to sing, and like he was singing like these really cliche songs that like girls, but like Kylie was like into them.
So much.
He's gonna get pussy cause he's Jacob and he's woman.
That makes sense.
Jacob was a junior missionary.
So very.
He was such a junior missionary.
Contact means nothing.
You just tell the rest of the story.
So Trevor ended up holding. Oh, sorry. The iPod again.
Gotta keep it going, guys. We can't give up now.
So bad.
It's good.
Trevor ended up holding Kylie's hand, and it was like really awesome. And she like fell asleep on his shoulder while they were sitting in this movie at one point, and that was the best thing. And but then towards the end of the night, it was kind of weird. Like it seemed like Kylie didn't really want to be with Trevor anymore. Mostly Trevor was just overanalyzing things because he did that.
And
it's stupid.
Chelsea really wanted her first kiss,
But Ethan
but
wimped out.
he pussed out.
Ethan, he really pussed out.
They're trying to repress us.
Trying to repress us!
They were trying to oppress. They were trying to oppress us.
And Ben felt really good about about his self-esteem when he made this really funny joke. When he was like pretending to be these poor people who were like being oppressed by the government. It was really funny.
It was
He felt good about
hilarious.
himself.
And then Trevor pointed out that is why Ben is the funniest.
Oh yeah.
And Gleason got really pissed because he hates when people say that someone's the funniest. He just wants to like enjoy the moment of funniest. Gleason wants to enjoy the moment of funniness.
That's why Ben is the funniest.
Oh yeah.
And Gleason got really pissed because he hates when people say that someone's the funniest. He just wants to like enjoy the moment of funniest. Gleason wants to enjoy the moment of funniness.
Is there anything else important about Temple Square?
On the way back,
What happened on the way? We had a really
we're gonna go to Canada.
Oh, we decided that we're gonna go to Canada on the way,
Fallacy.
and we developed the fallacy move. Yeah, that was good. That was solid. That was nice.
It was very, very solid.
With the bro.
Broheems. With the
Jacob was there.
Kind of ruined it. Did he contribute anything to that conversation?
Gary thinks he's a part of like our stuff.
Yeah, but he's not.
This is rather unfortunate.
Jacob, if you're out there, you're not a part of any of this.
I really like you though.
I don't like you at all.
Gleason doesn't like you.
Ben likes you.
Glenn likes you. Oh, okay. So let me explain what happened at McDonald's, Gleason. Oh, dude, the cousins. Remember the cousins? I hate cousins. Do you remember her cousins? Remember Carly's cousins? You don't remember her cousins? I hate her cousins.
Explain the story. Trevor hates Kylie's cousins. They showed her she didn't need him.
Basically.
What a dick move! What a dick move! What a dick move!
By the cousins!
Cousins.
Trevor's plan to kill Kylie.
Oh yeah, that.
Trevor had a plan to kill Kylie.
I can't handle this anymore.
Keep going.
I can't handle it.
Trevor, it's therapeutic.
Oh my goodness. So,
You can mention the 28 Days of Pop songs.
So, Kylie's gone all Christmas break after Temple Square. And Trevor really gets to talk to her. Because she's with her cousins, who are really annoying people. And so, New Year's Day. Well, the night of New Year's Day. So, January 1st. Time, dude. Just... Anyways. Kylie...
Gleason looks like John Lennon.
Yeah.
With glasses.
Gleason looks exactly like John Lennon. I told you that she called me and like we talked about us, right? I told you that, didn't I? Yeah, I told you that. But she said she talked about the thing at McDonald's and like why it was weird, and she said that because I explained how she shuts herself off emotionally, right? Did I explain that? I didn't explain.
You confronted her with that?
No, I didn't confront her about that. Did I explain that to you? Is what I'm asking you. Oh my goodness! Freaking backtracking.
So,
Oh my goodness, I'm getting really tired of this, I'm not gonna lie.
Trevor's getting really tired of this.
Yeah. So Kylie told Trevor, Trevor told Kylie just about how much he liked her, I guess. I don't remember what, no, he didn't use the word love. Although it happened later. So much. Trevor just wants to kill himself right now.
Trevor really trying to kill himself.
I won't stop you.
Down by the water's edge.
Can't stomach it. So Kylie talked about how she was this very emotionally unstable person.
It's the term that I copyrighted.
Right, Gleason copyrighted that term. Kylie didn't actually use it. It's just a good way to summarize.
She is?
No, she didn't use it. I'm just saying that's a good way for me. No,
Is she emotionally unstable though?
yeah, and like she's actually been with a lot of other guys.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, has she-
I bet
she's-
none of them. I didn't tell you any of this.
No, you said she's been with a few people. She's kissed someone, but like that was it.
I didn't tell you any of this. This is so important. Oh my goodness. So Kylie talked about how she was this emotionally unstable person, and she's been with other guys, and like she's kissed other guys, and like all this stuff, but like none of them made her happy, and like none of them treated her very well or anything. And like
Dick move.
Dick move.
Dick
move.
Like Kylie's previous partner.
Partners. Such a word.
Kylie's previous partners. That sounds like she's gotten around.
But it's not actually true.
I promise.
Not actually true. Okay, now. So she talked about how she, freaking heck, man. Okay. I have to actually explain this to you, but it's really hard to do it in this context because I feel like there's pressure. But like there's something
Last
like
chorus to the end.
chorus to the end.
This is the chorus, oh the chorus. This is the chorus to the end.
All right. We are too many. We are all like Hannah.